What's up, legends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we get to ride an Italian middleweight that I've been dying to get my hands on, and I can't wait to share it with you. This one's going to be a cracker. It's a beautiful day, the sun's shining. Let's get into it. You. Wow, listen to that motor. Welcome. Now, they say first impressions are everything, and I have to tell you that this Aprilia Tuono 660 is something I've been waiting a really long time to ride, and it has just delivered in spades. It is absolutely unbelievable. Now, I don't know if it's one of those things of I've just been waiting so long to ride this thing and get my hands on one, and I'm just swept up in the moment, but overall this bike is just brilliant. So comfortable, so capable, and just a really spectacular looking machine. I mean, it's the looks of this thing are just next level anyways. Look, it's got everything that you could possibly want, and for a midweight motorcycle, this thing just is next level epic. Like, it's I'm a little bit speechless because it's just so good. It's just such a good bike, and it has so much. This, just from the tech point of view, little things like, you know, you've got dimming LEDs, daylight LEDs, you've got cruise control, you've got full track capabilities in this bike. You can turn off the traction control completely. You know, it's just all these little tiny bits and pieces that add up to make this bike just so good. The only, I mean, even the noise in this thing is bloody good. I mean, listen to that. It's just unreal. The only thing that this doesn't have, and I'll have to check with the guy at the dealership, and by the way, shout out to Northside Motorcycles for lending me this bike today, but I'm not sure if it's got a quick shifter or not, or if you can get it as an option, so I'll have to check on that with them and just see. But yeah, fantastic bike, about 100 brake horsepower, plenty of poke, and today's ride is really just about, you know, riding this thing in the city. You know, I mean, this is a fantastic, stylish looking machine. It's just a stylish Italian, you know, and, you know, riding this thing around town, it's comfortable. The peg position is fantastic. You know, you see so many people getting around on monsters and whatnot. This thing shits on it, like like by a country mile. This thing is just absolutely brilliant. Such a nice bike. And with a quick shifter, it would be even better. Look, you know, I rode the V4 Tuono, and I think that bike, whilst as good as it was, I think that overall it was just overpowered. You know, this is the perfect balance of weight, power, and delivery of that power as well. I mean, the way this thing is torqued up, it is really very precise. It's very good, and yeah, it's just delivers that power in a really controlled manner, and in a really gentle manner, I suppose. It's very polite, this bike, you know. It's a very polite machine. It's polite around town. You know, it's a funny word to use, but it's so true. This thing, it just delivers the power and the torque in such an easy way. You can ride this thing all day. I'm so comfortable riding things. Look, the only thing is this tank is a little on the high side where the gentleman area is, but you know, that would be my only gripe about this bike. The rest of it is absolutely killer. Even if you got this thing out in the twisties and gave it a good honking, you know, you're not going to be disappointed, that's for sure. The only thing that's holding me up today is a bit of traffic and speed cameras. But other than that, it's been absolutely fantastic. I mean, being a new motorcycle, the rear brake hasn't really set in that well, and the clutch is a little on the long side, but other than that, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And really, like, I mean, just flickable, so flickable as well. I had it into some of the little twisties just in and around the neighbourhoods, and yeah, just well behaved. And I think that's the takeaway from this bike, is that it's non-threatening. You know, this is for a bike with this much capability. It's just you know. It delivers it really, really well, and you can ride it quite comfortably and not have to worry about, you know, being on a big capacity motorcycle. But you know, and you don't need it. I mean, for around town and whatnot, and for doing the odd weekend ride, this thing would be absolutely perfect for that. You know, just offers everything that you could possibly want. And a whole lot more, and delivers it in a really, really great way. So I've been very, very impressed with this bike in my little test ride. I think it's been absolutely great, and yeah, I highly, highly, highly recommend this. If you're in the market for something of this style, you know, and even if you were looking at the V4 Tuono, I would say go and ride the 660, because this is, in my eyes, a better machine, and a better machine in the way, in the mind of it is, you know, you're not going to lose your license the minute you take it out. You know, it's not going to be one of those things where you're constantly fighting the motor. This is very, very easy to ride, and yeah, I absolutely think this is a fantastic bike. I'd be more than happy having this in the garage, more than happy. You know, this is a greatly complemented machine. It's very, very cool. So here we go, the Aprilia Tuono 660. As you can see, a stunning machine right underneath the harbour bridge. It's looking the goods, I have to say. Really, really sexy bike. Just going through the modes here. So you've got individual, so you can change this one, completely customize it however you want. You've got commute, which is basically like your rain or your wet mode. And then you've got dynamic, and then if you hold down this button here, you can go to vehicle, which is really cool, and you can select road or race mode. If you haven't ridden one of these, go and do it, because they're absolutely magic. For a mid-weight street bike, this thing is a lot better than a lot of other things that are on the market at the moment. Really, really cool. Anyway, let's get back to it. So the Aprilia Tuono 660, and my first impressions on this motorcycle are all very positive. It has actually taken my breath away about how good this bike actually is. It's a middleweight machine. It's very, very well mannered. Yeah, here on the streets of the lower North Shore, it's been behaving beautifully. Super comfortable, seats comfortable, suspension is excellent. It's perfectly powered. I think this thing, if you're looking for a motorcycle in and around that, you know, $17,000 to $20,000, I don't think that you can look past this. I think this has to be in your conversation. This thing, the looks of this thing is, I mean, if you're just a shallow person, you know, just wanted to have a bike just to look at, just purely to go to cafes on, you know, this thing is, it's proper. This is a proper motorcycle. Let's not mince the words. The Aprilia have absolutely outdone themselves on this motorcycle as a midweight motorcycle. I mean, listen to that. It's just unreal. It is just unreal. Such a good bike. So there you have it. The Tuono 660 gets my tick of approval. That's for sure. I love this thing. I think it's just brilliant. It's certainly won me over. You know, and look, I have been wanting to try this one for quite some time, and yeah, it's a good bike. It really is. Whee. And well behaved. But having said that, you can certainly be a hooligan on this thing. That's for sure. You could, yeah, you can have plenty of fun getting around. I think this is great. It gets a big tick of approval from me. I love it. So if you're looking in the market for a $20,000 motorcycle, put it on your list. Really cool. Very nice. Alright, so that's it from us. I'm going to do a little bit more riding and enjoying this sunshine while we've got it for the short period that we do. and the Aprilia Tuono 660. I'm so glad that we got to do this. So glad. And thank you so much for all your support, guys, because without you I wouldn't be doing this. So it's really cool. I love the support, and yeah, drop me a comment, drop me a like, let me know what you'd like to see next, because the more you guys interact with the channel, the bigger we become, and the more subscribers means that we can get to do more and more motorcycles and bring you more content for you to enjoy. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you guys. See you soon. Woo!